Wow, this is really quite muddy. I'm going to be operating on HF from a place that I've christened the Tuft, Tuft, and you'll see why I call it the Tuft when I get there. It's about a mile walk along the seawall on Mersea Island from where I've parked the car, which is over there. Causeway in the background, the Strood. Tide's out. This is just always got water in it here, but all the creeks and the salt marsh, no water in there. So anyway, I'm heading from here. I'm heading kind of east, and it's very muddy. So I haven't done a video for a couple of weeks probably, because I haven't really had Christmas and New Year, and haven't really done any operating, and the weather's been, well, it's just been windy mainly, which is not great for radioing or kayak really. So anyway, stay tuned. Well, this is heavy going along here, very muddy as you can see. Oh, so I'm needing to be careful. I've got my supposedly waterproof boots on, so it's getting a bit of a workout for them. And actually, where I'm going to operate from at the Tuft there, kind of adjacent to that, is a solar farm. It's quite a large one, so it'll be interesting to see whether I suffer from any noise. I've operated from here before, many years ago, before the solar farm was even built, so it's been a while. Okay, so that is the Tuft. Head down here. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. So on a high tide, like a spring tide, this does cover up. So it does occasionally become an island, because the salt marsh behind me all floods. This boat has been here years. And I am going to operate from here. Oh, fell down into a bit of a gully there. So there you go. So you can see the, or hopefully you can see the solar farm just over there. But anyway, I'm going to make myself comfortable down here and set up. Like today, I'm using a different aerial, and I've had this years, but I haven't used it for years. And basically, it's super antennas. I can't remember what I think it's an MP1. I think they call it, vertical, inductively loaded antenna that uses sort of standard 3/8 fittings. And this coil here just slides up and down, and actually the whip up there is actually off my buddy pole. I think I broke the original whip for this a long time ago. And I've got this ground spike, so the feed point is just there. I've got a ground spike there, which I will dig in just over there, and I've got a couple of little spade connectors there for the counterpoises, which I'll just sort of splay across on the floor. And I've also got a right angle adapter there, just makes it easier. So I just need to find somewhere there. This grass is quite thick, so I'm going to just stretch the coax out, see how far I can get it over there, and hopefully find somewhere where there's a little bit of sort of mud that I can sink it into, and see how we get on. So there you go. I don't usually the reason why I don't use this sort of thing really is because I tend to use sort of full-size aerials like half waves or quarter waves. These are just not very efficient. I've actually got an additional coil for this that will make it work on 80, and it'll be even less efficient, really narrow bandwidth. So I certainly wouldn't use that. And actually there's various ways of mounting this. I've got a jaws clamp. I'll put a photo of that up on the I've got a jaws clamp, and I've got a little tripod as well, which is it's not great, the tripod, because it's not actually very big, although you can sort of stop it falling over by putting just sort of sandbags onto the tripod legs. So there you go. And also this thing here, when you buy this mount here, which I think comes separately, the plate here, you can actually you get a G clamp with it, so you can sort of clamp it to a picnic bench or whatever. And also, obviously, because it's 3/8 fitting, you can use it as a mobile antenna as well. Static mobile. You probably want to use it while you're moving along. But there you go. Anyway, right, I'm going to go and dig it in over there. And I bought the G90 with me today, the Zygu G90. I've extended the whip as far as it will go. And sorry to shake you about, and exposed a bit of the coil, but need to make that coil longer. What I would say of these things is an analyzer really is handy. Okay, so I exposed quite a bit more of the coil, and it's now I've exposed too much actually, so it's now resonant at about just over 13 megs. So I need to fiddle about with it. Quite often it's easier to do it to get it set sort of initially just by ear. Just sort of connect the radio up, get a kind of clear frequency where you just got a bit of band noise, and just tune it in by ear till you get the sort of maximum noise. But yeah, it just sort of shows you how narrow the bandwidth is, which is kind of what I expected. Okay, I've fiddled with it a few times in and out, and it's so sensitive, but that looks pretty good. So I'm getting a sort of a decent-ish SWR. The ATU in the rig will take care of it. I'm not going to sit here faffing about with it for ages. The radials are kind of a bit higgledy-piggledy. So anyway, that'll do. Take a screenshot of that so you can see it better. Okay, let's get the radio out. 2 Echo 0 Whiskey Mike Golf Portable.
Whiskey Mike Portable. 2 Echo 0 Whiskey Mike Portable, correct?
2 Echo 0 Washington, Mexico, Germany Portable. You're 5914, Roger.
2 Echo 0 Whiskey Mike Golf Portable. Thank you. 5915.
73, good luck. 2 Echo 0 Whiskey Mike Golf Portable.
2 Echo 0 Whiskey Mike something.
2 Echo 0 Whiskey Mike Golf Portable. You're 5914, Roger.
Roger. 2 Echo 0 Whiskey Mike Golf 5915. Thank you.
Good luck. Okay, so that's 2 contacts on 20 metres now, but seems to be a little bit of activity on 10. So I'm going to try 10 metres, because the aerial will be a bit more efficient there with without the coil, or without so much coil. 2 Echo 0 Whiskey Mike Golf Portable.
2 Echo 0 Whiskey Mike Golf Portable. 595.
5914.
Kilo Charlie 2 Whiskey Tango Sierra. 2 Echo 0 station. Come back again, please.
Yeah, 2 Echo 0 Whiskey Mike Golf Portable. Name is Kevin. Kilo Echo Victor Alpha November. Location Southeast England. Roger.
Oh yes, very good, Kevin. You have keys here, and I'm about 20 miles outside of the capital of Albany, New York. Really appreciate, Kevin, you coming back, and you're sounding good with just 20 watts. So we're running about 50 watts, 50 whiskey. So I appreciate you coming back to the mobile here, and I hope you have a great weekend. So we'll say 7-3 from Albany, New York. This is Kilo Echo 2, Charlie Julie. Back to you, sir.
Okay, I've packed the radio stuff up. So I had another contact into New York State, I think it was. Keith, only his 4th contact since he's been licensed. Anyway, I'm going to fly the drone. I'm not going to go very high, and I'm not going to fly for long because it is pretty windy.
Take off.
But anyway, the conclusions with the super antennas is that it works. The bandwidth is makes it a bit fiddly. It's probably something you want to mess around with more if you've on a nice warm day when you've got all the time in the world. But anyway, there you go. I think I'll try and stick to full-size aerials as far as I can. Anyway, just noticed this a second ago. Just down here, this is a kind of a hole, and there's a tunnel. I don't know if you can see it, but obviously there's a bird or an animal, or animals, that are going in and out of there. So anyway, I'm not gonna poke my head in there anymore. It's a bit scary. I'm glad I didn't notice that before. Anyway, so that's it. Got to walk back now through the mud. You can see the cars in the distance on the Strood, on the crossing. And I think the tide's starting to come back in now, slowly. Pick up a bit of rubbish. So you can see where the tide has been up to here. Make sure I haven't left anything. No, we're all good. Right.